of you might recognise me from the Freesat advert where I play this lady in white who's painting a picture of herself. And I say, do you know, I'm 97. As you can see, I'm not as young as I'd like to be. Since the advert, people keep coming up to me and saying, you're Jerry Hall's mum. Well, I'd love to be Jerry Hall. I'd love her wardrobe and I'd love her money, 15 million. But, you know, the one thing I can't stand is her taste in men. Mick Jagger? Ooh! I hate men who are skinnier than me. Imagine having to suck off a man who can't get no satisfaction. You get cramp in your cheek and repetitive strain injury in your tongue. Talking of men, my dad is 86 years old. He just got remarried to a much younger woman. And he's had her rebuilt to his specification. She used to look like an asparagus wearing a doily. Now she's this fabulous Marilyn Monroe bimbo with huge mango breasts made out of concrete. Katie Price would love to own them. My mother, God rest her soul, poor thing. If she were alive, she would have had something classy to say about it, like, merde, je te hais, espèce de connard, you species of cunt, I hate you. Anyway, one thing I can't stand is bigotry or racism in any way, shape or form. So I guess that's why my dad's family hated my mother. So I thought that I could bring my whole family together by marrying a Nigerian. And my family, they kept saying to me, he is going to take you for a ride. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what he did. He took me for a ride on his cock 5 times a day. That's 35 times a week. I loved it. It was wonderful. Anyway, when I was changing the subject from cock, when I was 10 years old, my parents emigrated to Beverly Hills. I went to school with Diana Ross's kids, with James Mason's kids, with Tony Curtis's kids. Dean Martin's daughter used to come to school with a diamond bracelet on her wrist, spelling out the letters of her name. I had a macrame bracelet made out of string. I made it myself, 3 little beads for my initials. So I looked pretty piss poor. It's very, very hard growing up in such a wonderful, rarefied, rich atmosphere not to grow up feeling inadequate. And I was weirder than Ugly Betty. But my brother was so cool that he got arrested at his primary school for drug dealing. But, you know, even though my parents were not celebrities, they used their influence. They had to let him go because it was kitchen herbs. It was oregano. And is anybody in the audience French? Ah, bonjour, vous allez bien? Ah, moi j'adore les Français. I had a French boyfriend once, and he used to call me my little fuck. Because his pet name for me was Seal, and seal in French is fuck. Anyway, my daughter, I am just so proud of my beautiful, stunning daughter who got 10 A stars on her GCSEs. Yes! So we went out to celebrate. We went out for a meal with my ex-husband. He looks at the menu and he goes, I don't tire for prawn. I don't like prawn. Make we no stay here and make wahala. I'm sure you all understood that. Yes, I'm divorced now. I'm back to dating. And some of these guys are really weird, don't you think, ladies? One chap, he turned up with his grandmother to take me on a date. I mean, what the fuck was Granny doing there in the first place? And he came in a three-wheeler car, you know, a Reliant Robin, like in Only Fools and Horses. And I'm in the back, and it's ever so bumpy there and fumey. I was sitting there like this, and suddenly I threw up all over him. We never went on a second date. So, in my day, guys used to call you up. They'd say, "You are hot. I like you." But nowadays, love takes place over a series of text messages and picture messages. Have you noticed how guys send you pictures of their cock? I got one the other day, I didn't recognise it. It had no name on it, a telephone number I didn't know. It was an unknown cock. So I told my girlfriend, and she goes, "Would you like me to have a look, see if I recognise it?" So she did, and she didn't know it either. And that's when I wondered, how many other women get these pictures of random cocks they've never met? And is it always the same cocks that are circulating round Britain looking for a nice, warm, snug place? So, anyway, all this talk of cock, it's making my eyes water. Thank you. You've been a great audience. Good night.